My stalker saved me from a real monster. Late evening. The sky was already dim. Not fully dark, but enough to make everything feel quieter than it should. Lena always walked fast on this road. Not because she was scared. That's what she told herself. But her fingers. They tightened around her bag every single time she passed that stretch of trees. Because that's where it started. That feeling. Like someone was watching. Not casually. Not by accident. But intently. She stopped. Just for a second. Her breath hitched. She turned her head slightly. Not enough to look obvious. Just enough to check. Nothing. Only bushes. Silent. You're imagining things, Lena whispered to herself. Her own voice didn't sound convincing. She started walking again. Faster this time. Her footsteps echoed louder than usual. Too loud? Then a crunch. Behind her. Sound. But real. Her body froze. Her heart didn't. It slammed harder. Then. Hello, Lena called out. Her voice trembled. No answer. She turned around fully this time. Nothing. Just the empty road. The trees. The bushes. But something felt wrong. Not empty. Not safe. Uncertain. She walked the rest of the way home without looking back. But that night, as she locked her door, as she checked her windows twice, as she sat on her bed staring at nothing, she knew this wasn't the first time, and it wouldn't be the last. The next morning, Lena woke up tired. Not physically. Mentally. Like she hadn't really slept. She dragged herself into the kitchen. Poured coffee. Stared at the wall. Then, a sound. A soft tap. From the window. Her head snapped toward it. Nothing. Just sunlight. Curtains moving slightly. Stop it, she muttered. You're spiraling. Her phone buzzed. She glanced at the screen. A known number. A message. Her stomach dropped before she even opened it. Unknown. You didn't sleep well. Her fingers went cold. Another message came instantly. Unknown. You kept checking the door. Lena's breath hitched. Her eyes slowly moved toward the front door. Then back to the phone. Unknown. You're safe. She dropped the phone. Literally. It slipped from her hand and hit the floor. No, she whispered. Her voice shaking now. Real fear. Not imagined. Not vague. Someone new. Not just where she lived. Not just her routine. But what she did. Inside her home. She picked up the phone again. Her hands trembling. Who is this? Lena typed. She stared at the screen. Waiting. 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. Finally. Unknown. Someone who watches. Her chest tightened. Terror crawled up her spine. And yet, there was something else. Something she didn't want to name. Because the message didn't feel threatening. It felt certain. Like a promise. That night, the air felt heavier. Thicker. Like something was building. Lena didn't go out. She locked everything early. Checked twice. Then 3 times. Her phone stayed in her hand. The messages open. No new texts. Which somehow made it worse. Say something, she whispered. She didn't even know why. Shadow moved outside her window. She froze. Her breath caught. Her body refused to move. The curtain shifted slightly. Just enough. And for a split second, she saw him. A figure. Dove. Still. Watching. Her heart stopped, then exploded back to life. Who are you? Lena shouted. Her voice cracked. Silence. Then, her phone buzzed. She looked down slowly, like she was afraid of what she'd see. Unknown. Don't be scared. Her throat went dry. Don't be scared, she repeated, almost laughing. A broken sound. You're outside my house, she said, louder this time. Another message. Instant. Unknown. Yeah. Her chest tightened. Then leave, Lena whispered. A buzz. Longer this time. The unknown. I can. Her heart skipped. What? She asked. Barely audible. The reply came slower, more deliberate. Unknown. Because I'm not the one you should be afraid of. Silence filled the room. Heavy. Oppressive. Lena slowly turned her head toward the dark hallway behind her. For the first time, the fear shifted. Not outside, but inside. The next evening, the silence in Lena's house felt wrong. Too still, too aware. She hadn't slept properly. Every sound made her flinch. Every shadow felt alive. Her phone remained quiet. No messages. Not since last night. Which made everything worse. Say something, Lena whispered again. Her voice softer now. Almost expectant. A sudden knock. Her entire body tensed. Her breath stopped. The knock came again. Slower this time. Heavier. Lena. A man's voice. From outside the door. Her stomach dropped. She stepped back. No one should be here, she whispered. Open the door, the man said. His tone was calm. Dear calm. She didn't move. Didn't speak. Her phone buzzed. Sure. Well. She looked down instantly. Like she needed to. Unknown. Don't open it. Her chest tightened. Who is that? Lena whispered, staring at the door. The reply came immediately. Unknown. The one I warned you about. Her pulse spiked. Another knock. Louder. More impatient. Lena, I know you're inside. The voice dropped slightly. Darker now. A chill ran down her spine. Go away, Lena shouted, her voice shaking. Silence. For a second. Then, a slow, deliberate sound. The door handle moved. Her heart stopped. He has a key, Lena whispered. Her body frozen. Mind racing. Her phone buzzed again. Unknown. Step back. She didn't question it. Didn't hesitate. She moved. Fast. The door opened. Slowly. Reeking. A man stepped inside. Dull. Raw. Smiling. But there was nothing kind in his eyes. There you are, the man said softly. His gaze locked onto her. Predatory. Lena took another step back. Her throat dry. Who are you? She asked, barely holding it together. The man chuckled. Though. Unsettling. Someone who's been waiting, he replied. Behind her, the window shifted. Quiet. Almost silent. But Lena felt it. And for the first time, she wasn't afraid of that sound. Everything happened fast. Too fast. The man stepped closer. Lena stepped back. Again. Until her back hit the wall. No one's going to hear you, he said calmly. His voice steady. Rapid. Her breathing turned uneven. Shallow. Venate. Stay away, Lena said. trying to sound strong. Failing, the man smiled again, wider this time. "You're alone," he replied, almost gently. "No," another voice said. From behind him, the man froze. Lena's eyes widened. Slowly, the man turned. A figure stood inside the house now, between the open window and the shadows. Duh. Still. Control. His presence filled the room without moving. "Step away from her," the figure said, his voice low, measured, dangerously calm. The man laughed. "Sure." Dismissive. "And who are you supposed to be?" he asked. Silence. Just for a moment. Then, "Yours ends here," the figure replied. Something in his tone shifted the air. Completely. The man moved first. Fast. Invasive. But the figure was faster. The sound of impact was sharp. Brutal. Final. Lena gasped. Her hand flew to her mouth. She couldn't look away, even though she wanted to. The fight didn't last long. It wasn't chaotic. It wasn't messy. It was controlled. Precise. Terrifying. And when it ended, the room fell silent. Then, the man on the floor didn't move. The figure straightened slowly, then turned. His eyes found hers. For the first time, she saw him clearly. Dark eyes, sharp features, no hesitation, no apology, just certainty. "You're safe now," he said, quietly. Her breath shook. Lena started, her voice breaking. "You've been watching me," she finished. He didn't deny it. "I've been protecting you," he replied. A few minutes later, the house felt different. Not safer. Just rearranged. The real monster was gone. But another one remained, standing in front of her. "Come." A newly. Watching. Lena wrapped her arms around herself. "Like that would help." "Who are you?" she asked again. This time quieter. He took a step closer. Not threatening. Not hesitant. "Soon." "My name doesn't matter," he said. Her breath caught. "Everything about you does." Her heart skipped. That tone. It wasn't soft. It wasn't comforting. It was possessive. "You've been in my house," Lena said, her voice shaking again. "Yes," he answered. No hesitation. "You've been watching me." His. "You knew this would happen." A buzz. Snow. Control. "I suspected," he said. Her eyes filled with disbelief. "And you didn't tell me?" she asked, her voice rising. "I stayed close," he replied, still calm. That was enough. Lena stared at him, trying to understand. Failing. "You're insane," she whispered. Something flickered in his eyes. Not anger. Not guilt. Something darker. "Maybe," he said. Quiet. Then he stepped closer again. Slowly. "But I'm the reason you're alive." Her breath hitched. He stopped just inches away, close enough that she could feel it. His presence. His control. "You're not safe without me," he continued. "Though." Steady. Her pulse raced. "I didn't choose this," Lena said, barely above a whisper. He tilted his head slightly, studying her. "I did," he replied. Silence. Yui. Charged. And something shifted inside her. Something she didn't want to admit. Because the fear. It was still there. But it wasn't pure anymore. It was mixed with something warmer. Something dangerous. something that felt like relief. Late night. The house was quiet again. Too quiet. Lena hadn't moved much. She stayed near the wall, watching him, trying to understand him. He, on the other hand, looked completely at ease. Like he belonged there. Like he had always been there. You should go, Lena finally said. Her voice soft. Chervo. He looked at her. Not surprised. Not offended. Do you want me to? He asked. The question caught her off guard. As she hesitated, her throat tightened. Yes, she said. Finally. A pause. Then, all right, he replied. Just like that. No argument. No resistance. He turned, walked toward the window. Lena blinked. Confused. That's it, she asked, almost suspicious. He stopped. Halfway. Turned slightly. I told you, he said. Come. Steady. You're free. Her chest tightened. Then why does it feel like I'm not? She whispered. He didn't answer that. Instead, he stepped out, disappeared into the dark. The window moved gently behind him. And just like that, he was gone. Lena stood there, alone, completely alone. And yet, her body didn't relax. Her breathing didn't slow, because the fear hadn't left. It had just changed shape. The next morning, Lena woke up suddenly, her eyes wide, her heart racing. She looked around. Her room, her walls, her door. No one there. She exhaled slowly. He's gone, she whispered, trying to convince herself. She got up, checked the house. Every room, every corner. Nothing. No signs. No movement. No presence. And that's when it hit her. The silence. It wasn't comforting. It was unbearable. Her phone sat on the table. Still. Quiet. She picked it up. Stared at the messages. No new ones. Her fingers hovered over the screen. Then, she typed. Are you there? She froze, staring at what she just sent. Her breath caught. What am I doing? She whispered. Seconds passed. Too slow. Too loud. Then, her phone buzzed. Her heart jumped. Unknown. Yet, her eyes shut for a second. Relief washed over her. Immediate. Unwanted. You said you'd leave, Lena typed. The reply came slower this time. Unknown. Idea. Her brows furrowed. Then how are you answering? She asked. A buzz. Louder. Deliberate. Then. Unknown. I never said I'd stop watching. Her breath hitched. And instead of fear, something warm spread through her chest. Something steady. Something dangerous. That evening, Lena tried to act normal. She really did. She made food, sat at the table, took a bite, then stopped, because it felt wrong, like something was missing. You're not eating properly, his message appeared. Her fork froze midair. Slowly, she looked around. Where are you? Lena asked. Out loud this time. Her phone buzzed. Unknown. Close enough. Her heart raced. Stop this, she said, her voice shaking slightly. Stop watching me. The reply came instantly. Unknown. No. Her breath caught. What? She asked. A buzz. Then. Unknown. Because no one else will protect you the way I do. Her grip tightened on the phone. I didn't ask for this, she said. Another message. Slower. Heavier. Unknown. You didn't ask to be hunted either. Silence filled the room. Her chest rose and fell unevenly. You're not normal, Lena whispered. The reply came after a few seconds. Unknown. Neither are the people who want you. Her heart skipped. What do you mean, people? She asked. The typing dots appeared. Sud. Appeared again. Then. Unknown. You were never just one person's target. Her blood ran cold. You're lying, she said. Quickly. Too quickly. Unknown. Check your back door lock. Her stomach dropped. Slowly. Carefully. She stood up. Walked toward the back door. Each step heavier than the last. Her hand reached for the handle. She hesitated. Then. She looked. The lock. Stretched. Tampered. Her breath stopped. Her fingers trembled. You see it now, his message came. She turned slowly, looking at her house like she didn't recognize it anymore. Why me? Lena whispered. The reply came softer this time. Almost intimate. Unknown. Because you don't see how easy it is to want you. Her heart skipped. Stop saying things like that, she said. But her voice lacked strength. Unknown. What? Her lips parted. No answer came. Another message followed. Slower. More deliberate. Unknown. You're starting to feel it too. Her breath hitched. No, she whispered. But she didn't sound convinced. Not anymore. Late night. The wind outside was restless. Lena couldn't sleep. Again. Every small sound felt louder. Every shadow stretched longer. And now. She knew why. It wasn't just him. There were others. Watching. Waiting. Her phone sat beside her. Screen dark. She picked it up. Hesitated. Then typed. Are you there? The reply came instantly. Unknown. Always. Her chest tightened. That word. Always. I don't feel safe, Lena typed. Her fingers trembling slightly. A buzz. Sure. Then. Unknown. I'm coming. Her breath hitched. You don't have to, she started typing. Then stopped. Because part of her didn't want him to stay away. Minutes passed. Too slow. Too quiet. Then. The window moved. Self-control. She didn't scream this time. She didn't move back. She just watched. He stepped inside. Like he had never left. Same calm presence. Same steady gaze. And somehow, the room felt stable again. You shouldn't be here, Lena said. But her voice lacked force. He closed the window behind him. Locked it. You asked for me, he replied. Her breath caught. I said I didn't feel safe, she corrected. And I fixed that, he said. Simply. Silence. He stepped closer. Slow. Measured. She didn't move away. That was new. You checked the locks, he asked. She nodded. Did, he said. Another step closer. Now he was right in front of her. Too close. Her pulse quickened. You're shaking, he said quietly. I'm not, Lena replied. Too fast. His gaze dropped. Just slightly. Your hands say otherwise, he said. Her fingers curled instinctively. Before she could react, he reached out. Slowly. Deliberately. And held her wrist. Her breath stopped. His touch was firm. Not rough. Not gentle either. Control. Relax, he said. Those. Her body didn't listen. But she didn't pull away. That scared her more than anything. A few minutes later, they were still standing close. Too close. He hadn't let go. And she hadn't asked him to. Why do you care? Lena asked. Her voice quieter now. Less defensive. His thumb shifted slightly against her wrist. Barely. But enough. Because you're mine to protect, he said. Her breath caught sharply. That's not how this works, she replied. But it sounded weaker now. That's exactly how this works, he said. Tom? Soon? Her heart raced. You don't own me, Lena whispered. His gaze locked onto hers. A movie? I don't need to, he replied. Silence. Very charged. Then why does it feel like you do? She asked. Before she could stop herself. His expression didn't change, but something in his eyes deepened. Because you let me in, he said. Her pulse stumbled. I didn't, she started. You texted me, he interrupted. Quiet. Precise. You asked if I was there. Her lips parted. No words came out. You called me back, he continued. Her chest tightened. And I came. Her breathing turned uneven. And now you're not asking me to leave, he finished. Silence. Because he was right. I should, Lena whispered. But you won't, he said. Her stomach dropped. What? She asked. Barely audible. He leaned in slightly. Not touching, but close enough that she felt it. Because you feel safer with me here, he said. Her heart pounded. And you hate that you do? Her eyes dropped. Because that was true. His grip softened slightly. Still there. Still grounding. Say it, he said quietly. She looked up. Confused. Say you want me to stay, he continued. Her breath hitched. I don't, she started. He stepped closer, closing the last bit of space. Say it, he repeated. Lower now. Her chest rose sharply. She hesitated. Her thoughts tangled. Her fear blurred. Her knee. Louder than she wanted to admit. I don't want to be alone, Lena whispered. That was all she could say. But it was enough. Because his grip tightened slightly. And for the first time, she didn't feel trapped. She felt held. The next evening, things felt different. Not normal. Never normal. But settled. In a strange way. He was still there. Moving through the house like he belonged. And she stopped questioning it. You didn't leave, Lena said quietly. From the couch. I didn't, he replied. From the kitchen. She watched him. Carefully. You said I was free, she added. He looked at her. Calm as ever. You are, he said. Her brows furrowed. Then why are you still here? She asked. A boss. Then? Because you didn't ask me to go, he replied. Her breath caught. That simple. That dangerous. Silence filled the space again. You could leave, he added. Almost casually. Her chest tightened. I could, she repeated. But she didn't move. Didn't even try. Because something inside her didn't want to test that. Go ahead, he said. Watching her now. Her heart started racing. The door was right there. The lock. Freedom. All she had to do was walk. But her body didn't move. You're not stopping me, she asked. No, he said. Another pause. You won't follow, she pushed. a faint shift in his expression. Barely there. I won't need to, he replied. Her breath caught. What does that mean? She asked. He stepped closer. So, certain? It means, he said quietly, you'll come back. Her heart pounded. Why would I do that? She whispered. He stopped in front of her. Close again. Always close. Because out there, he said softly, you're prey. Her breath shook. And in here? She asked. His gaze locked into hers. There, said he. In here, he said. You're mine to protect. Silence. Illy. Final. She looked at the door. Then back at him. And in that moment, she understood something terrifying. The door wasn't locked. He wasn't forcing her. There were no chains. No barriers. No cage. And yet, she didn't leave. Because somewhere along the way, the safest place stopped being freedom and started being late night. The air felt wrong again. Lena noticed it immediately. That same tension. That same quiet warning. He noticed it too. Before she even spoke. Stay inside, he said. His voice lower than usual. Sure. Her chest tightened. They're here, Lena asked. A buzz? Yes, he replied. Not one. Not two. Brr. Her stomach dropped. Don't open anything, he continued. Moving quickly now. Checking locks. Windows. Ellos. You're not staying, she asked. He stopped. Looked at her. I am, he said. Then, a shift. Something darker. Colder. But they won't. Her breath hitched. Don't, she started. But he was already moving. The back door. A lock. He stepped into the darkness. And disappeared. Wait, Lena whispered. Too late? Silence swallowed everything. Minutes passed. Then, a sound. A struggle. A muffled shout. Her heart slammed against her chest. Her feet moved before her mind could stop her. She ran. Toward the door. Opened it. The night air hit her hard. Cold. Sure. And then, she saw it. A man on the ground. Not moving. Another. Trying to run. But he didn't make it far. Because, Bill? He caught him. Effortless. Brutal. No hesitation. No mercy. Lena's breath stopped. This wasn't protection anymore. This was something else. Something terrifying. And yet, she didn't look away. Hidden. Moments later, silence returned. He stood there. Still. Controlled. Then, he turned. His eyes found hers instantly. And for a second, neither of them moved. You weren't supposed to come out, he said, walking toward her slowly. Her heart pounded. You said they wouldn't stay, Lena replied, her voice barely steady. They didn't, he said. He stopped in front of her. Close again. Always close. There was blood on him. And still, she didn't step back. Are you scared? He asked quietly. She looked at him. Really looked at him. I should be, Lena said. A buzz. But I'm not. Something shifted in his expression. Subtle. But real. What? He asked. Her answer came slower this time. More honest. Because you didn't hurt me, she said. Silence. And you never will, he replied. Not her promise. A vague. Early morning. The sky was pale. Quiet. Everything felt still, too still. Lena sat on the couch, wrapped in silence. He stood near the window, watching outside. As always, "They're gone?" she asked. "Yes," he replied. No more explanation. She nodded slowly. "Then, come here," she said. The words surprised even her. He turned, looked at her, then walked closer. She didn't hesitate this time. Her fingers reached for his shirt. "Le cerveau," then held on. Her forehead rested against his chest. And for the first time, she let herself feel it fully. Not fear, not confusion. Something else. "You said I could leave," Lena whispered. "I did," he replied. Her grip tightened slightly. "I'm not going to," she said. "Silence." "What?" he asked. She pulled back slightly. Look up at him. And this time, there was no hesitation. "No one else sees what you see," she said. "No one else protects me the way you do." Her voice softened. "And no one else," she paused, "feels like this." His gaze darkened slightly. "You understand what that means," he said. "I do," she replied. "A me?" "He won't let me go." A buzz. "Then?" "No," he said. Her breath steadied. "Good," Lena whispered. That word hung in the air. "Illy." Final. Because that was the truth. Not fear. Not force. Not control. A choice. A slow, dangerous choice. She had already made. The door was still there. Unlocked. The world was still outside. Waiting. But she didn't look at it. Didn't think about it. Because somewhere along the way, freedom stopped meaning escape and started meaning staying with him. And as his hand settled firmly at her waist, not trapping, not forcing, just there, she realized something that would never leave her. Something quiet. Something terrifying. Something true. She was never trapped. She just stopped wanting to leave.